Not too bad, lads. We are well and truly deep into this cut, 66.6 kg as you saw this morning. Pretty happy with the physique. Definitely got a little bit of body dysmorphia. I don't think I'm lean, but I think shots there look good. So let's get stuck into this day. So with rest day calories, right? Rest day calories are simply where we just drop carbohydrate by, I'd say, 33%. Something like that. Point is, I eat around 2,400 calories or so on a training day, and on a non-training day, I will consume a rest day today. I will consume 2,100, and the reason why it is simple is just because obviously I burn less calories. I'm doing cardio and steps, but it's an opportunity to just drop the carbohydrates because I need less energy, and then obviously just up the fats as a result. So obviously the meals I eat are a little bit different today. The only meal that is staying in that's similar is my staple protein oats meal. You've already seen me make this before, so I won't show you and bore you with the details, but 5 meals today, 192 gram of protein, 200 gram of carb, 199, and fats are elevated to around 60 Gs. So I'll walk you through everything that we eat today and give you a little bit of an insight into what life looks like. We're 9 days out. 9 days out of the shoot. This is the last week of fat loss, so less cardio very soon. Can't wait. More carbohydrates coming. Keep them pectoral muscles nice and full. Let's go. So for those who've already seen it before, this is my go-to meal one. Try and show it a little bit better. There you go. Protein oats. We've got about 100 gram of berries in there. Switch the protein powder to chocolate, hence the colour now. 15 gram of dark chocolate, 30 gram whey, 100 gram frozen berries, and 60 gram of oats. Literally nothing. And then obviously some water, so we get this consistency, and that's meal one. It's around 10:47, so I just fasted throughout the morning, pushed it a little bit today. I was pretty hungry. 2 coffees, that helps suppress the appetite, and then got 4 more meals, so I just obviously space them out towards the back end of the day. It's going to be a good one. We had Arsenal Real Madrid last night, 3-0 fucking win, insane. I don't know if you watched the match. Declan Rice, 2 back-to-back free kicks. I woke up this morning, I thought it was a dream. Checked One Football, I checked the score. It was fucking real. What an unbelievable game. Amazing. So I'm just going to try and not inhale this meal within 2 minutes. I will put a time on it. Today it's 10, I don't know if you can see this. It's upside down. But right now it's 10:48. I'll let you know. I will record this once I've finished it. 10:51. Done. But no, 2 minutes. That's the slowest I could have ate it. 2 minutes. Now you have a bit of an insight as to how sad I feel every single day. I love this meal so much. I look forward to it. And then it disappears in 2 minutes. And it's like, well, that was lovely. Now on a chicken and rice next fucking meal. There will be times in 9 days or so when I'm reversed out of this diet where I'll be seeing 100 grams, 150 of oats in this. And whether I will appreciate it or not, I'm not too sure. Right now, I would really appreciate it, but fucking hell, I'd love to know what it feels like to be full again. I eat a meal now, and to be honest with you, I'm just so used to it, but I do think now, compared to the average person, this must be mental. I eat a meal, and I'm just like, well, I'm not full at all. I could easily have 4 more of them. And this is just the way it is, right? Some people call it unhealthy, some people call it whatever. At the end of the day, this is what is demanded of you, and this is how you get results. Fact is, and the truth is, the hungrier you feel, the better you'll look. Like, the worse you feel, the better you'll look. Simple as that. So it's just a case of getting uncomfortable, because that's where the greatness is found. If it was easy, then everyone would do it. So there's got to be a degree of, is it hard? To be honest with you, I could fucking do more. Like, this hunger shit, I don't mind it. People would say, well, I'm just snacking on some chocolate. And a lot of people, I've been posting a lot on TikTok and stuff, everyone's like, you've been having cheat meals and stuff? And it's like, mate, like, the fucking thought of me, the end goal is bigger than short term. Like, I don't have cheat meals or anything. I don't have crave. I do, but I don't know, maybe I'm just disciplined. Like, I just don't eat it. If I'm gonna have the occasional snack, I'll go in there, a little bit of dark chocolate, a bit of blueberries. I don't have anything here that can throw me off. And I'm not just gonna fall into like a short-term temptation where it's just like, oh, I fancy that. Because at the end of the day, it's not the way you achieve anything. If you're hungry and you tap into that, and then you go, oh, I'm just going to have this because I feel hungry. And it's just like, you're never going to achieve what you want. If the goal is greater, and the power of the goal is greater than your short-term desires, then you always achieve the goal. And that's like a logic. That's something you have to staple into your life. And it works with everything. If you're chasing this massive business goal and you're just wanting to scale and scale and scale, but then someone asks you out, come out for a drink, it'll make you feel a little bit better. Just like, fuck how you feel. Like, at the end of the day, like, you've got a goal, and it's just like, just sacrifice how you feel for a second. Maybe you don't feel as good. Maybe you feel still a little bit busy, a little bit stressed. But so what? How will you feel when you get the goal? And when you work that out, you go. And I'm not gonna lie. A lot of this comes down to just sitting with yourself and just like writing, and then just working out what goes in your life, and it's just pattern recognition. I constantly get X results when I just fall into short-term pleasure and short-term gratification. But if I actually just fucking say no cheat meals, no cut corners, everything by the book, how will I feel then? And then the results come and you get fucking shredded. Life lesson. Meal 2, inbound. Tango Mango. 10:55 and he's already cracking one of these out. But you know what? Look at these, they are beautiful. These, 13 calories per can, are a little bit of a life hack. The reason why is obviously Coke Zero, great diet drink. 0 calories. I think 1 to be exact. However, there's a small caveat. They have caffeine in. So I would have potentially a Coke Zero at around this time, probably like 12 or 1. But then what I found was I craved one in the evening after my gym session, just something a bit different other than just water all the time. But I found that the caffeine was just messing with my sleep, and as a result that was causing a whole host of problems. So I needed to find the next best thing, and that's when I came across Tango Mango. 13 calories, sugar-free, 0 caffeine, and as a result, I have 24 of them now. Guys, so meal 2 going down. We've got 1 kilo of chicken here. I'm not having a whole kilo of chicken. I'm having 180 gram uncooked per meal, but I'm having 2 of these meals. So I'm just gonna prepare 360 grams of chicken now, weigh that out, cut all of that up, and we're just gonna have some rice with this one. We're gonna have around 200 gram of rice and then 100 gram of vegetables each meal. So works out as 180 gram of chicken, 100 gram of rice per meal, and 100 gram of veg. And then I'll just prepare both, put them into a pan, and have those over the next few hours. And that's meal 2 and 3. So I will cook this now, and this just obviously allows for much better preparation, as I don't have to cook twice, which is ideal. And this is a pretty solid meal that will get the protein in. I will show you macros on the screen as usual, but I won't bore you with my cooking skills. I'll get to work on this and show you the finished product in just a second. Look at this. All-purpose seasoning does the trick. Now we're getting that colour. Trusty tongs. So here we have it, boys. The finished product, meal number 2. We have 100 G's of rice, 100 gram of frozen mixed vegetables, and 180 gram of raw uncooked chicken. This is the finished product. So I've absolutely destroyed it in some salt and sriracha, so apologies for the presentation, but I promise you this is a beautiful tasting meal which I will be savouring and very excited to consume. So 2 of these meals, one's already prepared now, so I can go back to work, crack on with my day, and that's just ready. And then there's 2 more meals which we'll share later. Everything's going well, 9 more days to go, and then we are done, wrapped up with this cut. I'm really happy with the physique and the look so far. Definitely push the limits. My face is a lot leaner. It seems body dysmorphia is 100% real, because I don't feel as lean as I am. I looked back at the videos, fair enough, mate, you have actually put in some work. And I watched a video I filmed for some of my clients back in January, just explaining a few things. I was sat in this exact seat, and I looked at my face, and it was so fat compared to what it is now, and it's a joke. I was carrying so much more body fat than I thought. So I'm really happy we've managed to just get rid of all of that, and the goal is to keep it that way, even when we reverse out and go into this gaining phase. So conditions there. I sent my check-in pics and videos to my coach today, and he just sent me a message back, which is brilliant. He said, potentially you're on for the leanest at this photo shoot, which is interesting. We will see when we get there, but I'm glad I've put in the work, and I've never missed. I do not miss. Standards are high, and I believe that with everything. Just because I think, look, at the end of the day, right, if you miss a meal, if you miss a cardio session, you miss your steps. You hit 7,000 when you should have hit 10. fair enough, no one might know. You can lie about it, you can lie to your coach, you can fake it on your Instagram or whatever. But like, I don't believe in that, because I will know deep down in the subconscious, and I'll just know I'm a little bit of a pussy. And when I commit to something, you just go all in 100%, because the pain of knowing what you could have done had you have just tried your best is for me unbearable. I'm just like, why the fuck would you do that? So good piece of advice, just always set the standards very, very high, and I document all of this on YouTube and Instagram. You can tell that this is the case, and the finished result will show that. So we will get stuck into this meal. I'm excited. But yeah, it's a good day. Brought on a new client this morning, did some check-ins, filming this YouTube video today. Got another YouTube video that I'm editing, my weekly food shop, which will be coming out ideally today, maybe tomorrow, not too sure. We will see. Gonna film another video on push, and then obviously we'll film a shoot, and then we're moving on to a travel vlog. So we'll be traveling very soon. Just said bye to my mum for a long time. She went on holiday today for 2 weeks, and she comes back on the 25th, and I leave on the 21st for a few months. So I'm not going to see her for a while, which is a shame, but she's been working hard, so definitely needs to have that holiday. Happy for her. Hopefully she's not working as hard in the future if we fucking knuckle down and do everything we say we're going to do this year. So big year in the works, a lot of changes coming and a lot of results that I will hopefully share and document with you guys. But enough waffle. Going to inhale this meal, hopefully in more than 3 minutes this time, and take you out on some steps with me in a sec. It is a lovely day. Always get some steps straight after a meal. Reason why is because we've got to hit 10,000. That's part of the output for the day. Hello, sir. Wait. No, you can't see him. I need to get closer. I don't know if you can see him. Silence. A few creatures of wildlife. We need to sneak attack on this motherfucker. How do I zoom out? Yeah, I've really fucked this. Don't know if you can see him. We've got quite a few deer in these lovely woods. We get on well with them. Good friends of mine. But yeah, definitely get some steps in after each meal. A little bit of a life hack. Helps with digestion, food partitioning, all of that. And then also a 5-10 minute walk after each meal then allows for 1,000 or so steps here and there, and that way you're never really struggling to hit your step count towards the end of the day. So if you just make that a habit after every single meal, it's quite nice, and also a good little break between work blocks. If you're just doing what I typically do, which is just sitting inside working all day, it can be pretty monotonous. So this really does allow you to break up the day and get in nature a little bit. So we're going to head back. We've got some calls after this, do some steps on the treadmill whilst doing a bit of work, and then we're into meal 3. Look at the views, guys. It is lovely. You can see how a little bit of nature in between work blocks can really do wonders for the mind. Moral of the story, lesson of the day: go for more walks, change your life. So meal 3 got boxed off. That was literally the same meal, so I don't need to show that twice. Now we're on to meal 4. It's around 6 p.m, 6:15, and we've got eggs on toast, but a little bit of a different way I do things, which I'll show you. I'm going to do some cardio after. I'm actually mixing up the cardio today. I'm going to go play some football, and I reckon hopefully I can hit my heart rate for the 45 minutes. I'm going to track it all with my trusty Whoop device. If I don't, I'll be going for a run on top, as we need to make sure we burn our 400 or so calories, but I'll take you along with us. So what we do for this meal is 100 gram of sourdough, which is in the toaster as we speak. We then do 2 whole eggs, and then 100 gram of egg whites from 2 chicks. Now the reason why is because this allows us to essentially hit the protein intake, but with minimal fat, because we're obviously on low calories. So I'm going to weigh out 100 grams of egg whites there. And this is still quite a filling meal. Don't underestimate, obviously it just looks like liquid, but 100 gram of egg whites is quite a lot. And this is around 40 gram of protein, this. It's a good meal, so I just literally get a bowl, whack the 2 in together, get a fork, whisk that up, and then this is the penultimate meal for the day. Then go and hit cardio. And then around 8:30 or so, when I get back, we will have our final meal. Be a little bit of Champions League tonight, and then chill. Full day of eating on a rest day. We've hit 7,000 steps already so far. I need to go for a walk with my brother, so that should send us to 10. Happy days. Let's get this cooked. We have it. Scrambled eggs on toast, salt and pepper, a little bit of sriracha because we need the flavour. Not bad. So yeah, this is meal 4, 300 calories or so, 33 gram of protein. A potential match on here. It should be interesting. Right, time to set this fucker up. Alright, get her in. Right, do not drop this.
Let's get over the hole first.
That's smart. A little bit short. There you go. Bit to me.
So push up from the back. What are you doing?
That's it.
Gabs, go back and push up from here. Get height.
Keep going.
No, get height. Ready? When it's over, we're going to walk forward.
Right.
Keep it up high, mate.
Yep, mine's in.
Ready?
Yep.
And push.
Right. And just like that, managed to secure a football goal. Don't know where that fucking came from, but this is going to be cardio for today. Let's have it. Yep.
You must be thinking the same thing. I was like, right, has he set me up here for a crossbar?
Yo, so about now, we've got the last meal of the day. Salmon fillet with some sweet potato, some broccoli, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be afraid to admit it at all. The 4th tango mango of the day. I don't know if that's unhealthy, but fuck it, I just want one. No caffeine, so we will sleep like a baby. Is this good for me? Dear Sparta maiden. Fuck knows, but still lean, so happy days. Oh shit. Come back to me. There we are. And this is the last meal. Plus, I got another little secret for you. It's over there. Where is it? These as well. I eat a lot of these a day, so whether they got calories or not, don't think they do. So, the situation with the sweet potatoes is I do not have an air fryer, and the oven takes too long. So what I typically like to do is simply just chop them up into little cubes and then essentially just boil them for around 20 minutes. Then I'm going to go sit on the sofa and watch Aston Villa PSG. It's currently 1-1. PSG scored a goal. Aston Villa scored a goal, which I was very, very happy with because I thought that could mean potentially Arsenal played them in the semi-final, which would be insane. However, PSG just scored absolute worldie back to back. So go watch the second half, post a few reels, sign off for the rest of the day, and then ready for Thursday. While this is boiling, do all of that. Takes 20 minutes, and then once that's done, then cook the salmon, mash up the salmon, mash up the potato, and then put it all together, and then put some frozen veg in, and that is the best way to cook it, in my opinion, personally. So yeah, get our trusty saucepan, get all of this. Also, an update on football. I'll show you the macros on macros, calories on the screen, but I ended up burning around 550 calories, and it just didn't feel like work at all. So that's fucking amazing. Not a bad result, eh? Boom. And we're cooked up on the last meal. It don't look the best, but it is amazing. Hear me out. Just trust me on this one. So we've got essentially 200 gram of white potato, and there's basically a salmon fillet mashed up in this, loaded up with some sriracha and a little life hack. Nando's berry salt, 0 calories, pretty much, and add some serious flavour. And then this all together truly does the job, and that's pretty much the last meal. Again, quite high in fats, but very high in protein as well. So that concludes the day of eating. Around 60 gram of fat, 190 gram of protein or so. I think 200 gram carbs a day, and around 2,085 calories for a day. Spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. So that's the final meal of the day, and that concludes the day of eating on a rest day. I hope you enjoyed that. This will be the last day of eating on the cut. You will see from me. The next day of eating you will see will be me back on the bulk. So it'll be very, very interesting, and there'll be a lot more food, a lot more interesting food. So cannot wait. Next vlog will be the vlog of the day of the shoot, so I look forward to showing you guys that. And then when we head out and go travelling, we've got a lot of plans, so it's going to be exciting. So all I can say is thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope there was some value in that you could take away. Please do like and subscribe. And if you want to see more and you have any content ideas, drop them in the comments and I'll be more than happy to get started on them. Other than that, all the best. Peace out.